mean when I say illusion. Okay, some of you, there's still a few more of you out there. How many of you did not raise your hand for one of the first two questions? Because it's one or the other. You know what an illusion is, or you're not sure what it is, but if you don't really know what it is, that's okay, because before we go any further, I will explain. You see, sometimes you might think you're seeing something that you're not actually seeing. Other times you might not see something that you really are seeing, and any of those times that you do see the things that you don't see, or that you don't see the ones that you do see, that's an illusion. Does that make sense? It might be easier just to say that sometimes the hands are faster than the eyes. Have you guys heard people say that before? Well, tonight I thought we could try an experiment and find out whether that's true. So here's what we're going to do. I know that during this season, you guys were all on different teams, but for the next moment, you will all be on one big team. And this is your job. I'm going to take my hands and cross them like this. Your job is really simple. Your job is this: the moment my hands are right next to each other, I want every person in this room to clap their hands together one time, like this. Okay, did you see how awkward that just was? Instead of going for that, we want everyone to clap at the exact same time. Total synchronization, that means we all do this together. So don't wait till after my hands cross, but don't clap before they cross. Wait till the moment they cross, then everybody claps, all at the same time. This will be awesome. You guys understand how this is going to work? Alright, one more team, all together, hands out like this when my hands cross. Your hands clap. That was okay, but some of you were way early, some of you were late. Some of you didn't participate. Okay, everybody has to do this. One big team, hands out like this when my hands cross, your hands clap. Awesome, that was better. Okay, one more time. Let's review how the game works. When my hands cross, you clap your hands. If my hands don't cross, you don't clap. But when they cross, that's when you clap. Do you understand this now? All right, we're all on the same page. Let's start over. Hands out like this, all together. Here we go. Okay, we just go over this. If my hands are 18 inches apart, that is not when you clap your hands. It's when my hands cross, that's when everybody claps. Is this really not making sense? I know we're just getting warmed up. Maybe I should tell you what's going to happen, okay? My hands are not going to cross this time. Okay, don't fall for it. All right, hands out like this, all together. Here we go. Maybe I just need to slow it down. If I slow it down, can you guys handle this? Here we go, a little slower. Ready? Maybe fast is the way this is done. Here we go. Wow, thank you for that round of applause. You guys are incredible. But here's the thing I want you to notice. You can see with your eyes that there was a time my hands did cross and a time they did not. But if you think about it, your hands were faster than your eyes. Before your eyes could tell your hands, don't clap, your hands were already there. Remember that as you watch the unusual things that happen up here. That everything I do is just an illusion. Sometimes the hands are faster than the eyes. And I want to give you one more little example of this illusion. I brought something along. It's an envelope. Now, inside the envelope, I made a prediction. And let me see, I need somebody, right back here, like you can stay where you're at, like white pants, black shirt, gold. Yeah, turning around, looking backwards. Yeah, what's your name? Lincoln. Here's what we're gonna do, Lincoln. I want you to choose high cards or low cards, Lincoln. High or low, say high or low. Low. You sure? No, high. High. Are you sure? High. Lincoln, you will not believe this, but I knew you were going to say high cards. No, it's a high. I knew. Okay. Now, Lincoln, I'll tell you what. I need somebody else to help me. What do you think, Lincoln? Yes, what's your name? Logan, Lincoln, you gotta sit down. Give Lincoln a round of applause. Logan, high cards. cards, Lincoln said. So let's go with 10, Jack, Queen, and King. Which one do you want to go with? 10, Jack, Queen, or King? King. You sure? Positive. Now, Logan, in any way did I set this up with you ahead of time? Is there any possible way that I could have known what card you were going to say if you were going to say King? Did I? Yes or no? Yes or no? Say that loud. No. I predicted you would say no. It's amazing. Logan, have a seat, have a seat. This is incredible, isn't it? It's a king, but let me see. Let's go right down here in the front. Yes. What's your name? Ed. With the king, there would be king of clubs, hearts, diamonds, and spades. Which one do you want to go with? Clubs, hearts, diamonds, spades. Diamonds, you sure? Positive.
No final
Ed, you're not going to believe this. Check it out. Inside this envelope, there is one card. One card. Now hold on. Lincoln, you changed your mind at the last second. You could have said low cards, you said high. And then Logan, you could have went like Queen, 10, Jack, you said King. And you said diamonds. Is it Ed, is that right? Ed, this is going to be amazing. In fact, I don't even know if I want to show everybody. Hey, step up here, Ed. I'm just going to show you. Ed, right here. This is going to be awesome. Ed, what does that make you think?
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can have a seat, Ed. Wow. Okay. But the truth is, Lincoln said it would be a high card, and Logan said it would be the king specifically. Ed, you said it would be the diamonds. There is just one card. That card is the king.
Meu, eu tinha que ter gravado aquela da bowling ball.
Your name is Brooklyn, and your shirt says Brooklyn. I'm Dave, great to meet you. Everyone, please give Brooklyn a round of applause. Now, I gotta tell you, I'm super excited about today. My wife Tisha and I, we have 4 kids. Kaden, Caleb, Colton, and Cora. And actually, 2 of our boys are at home finishing up their upward basketball season right now. In fact, one's about to start his game here in just a minute. But it's always fun to be able to be a part of these. And Brooklyn, how old are you? You're 11 years old. Really? Brooklyn, that's amazing. That's actually exactly how old I was when I was your age. And Brooklyn, it was around that time I started imagining things a little bit differently. In fact, my daughter, who's 9 years old, the other day we were out in the yard, back in Colorado where we live, and she found something, Brooklyn, and she said, Dad, this is so amazing. When you go to Florida, you should bring this and show it to all the people there. And so, Brooklyn, I brought along this amazing thing for you to see and all of these people as well. You're gonna love it. So wait right there, I'll grab it. In fact, it's back here. It's on top of this table inside this box, Brooklyn. The amazing thing that I brought along to show all of you here tonight is this. Yes, somebody's impressed, Brooklyn. Brooklyn, this is a feather. Which clearly,
Vai virar pássaro.
clearly it's not that amazing. But that's totally fine because the truth is, Brooklyn, I did not expect you to be that impressed when you saw this. It's just a feather. Just like when my daughter showed this to me, I looked at her kind of how you're looking at me, like, what is the big deal? But she reminded me of something that we've often learned through this art of illusion, and that is that things are not always as they appear. Sometimes we have to look at things differently to see the potential right in front of us. In fact, my daughter said, Dad, you have to look at it differently. Watch the way that feather almost floats in the air. And Brooklyn, when I saw that, it gave me an idea for something that with your help today, it could work. It's something a little bit different and a little unusual, something that I call lighter than air. Okay, that was not the good part. Go right there, we'll try to do a little better, okay?
Okay, buddy.
Not that, Brooklyn. I have something a little different. Let me get this out of the way. Brooklyn, you did an incredible job. And just a moment ago, we kind of did a fun little card trick with a bunch of different people. And I actually brought along for you a deck of cards that I made on my own. You can go online with an adult. I'll even teach you a bunch of super fun tricks. Has all the normal cards. You can play games and stuff like that with it as well. But that is for you, Brooklyn, for helping me out. And also, Jeremiah, stay right here. Just like that. And what's your name? Aida, did I say that right? Aida, you're gonna stand right here. Jeremiah, Aida, take one arm, put it in front of you like this. In front of you like this. In front of you like that. Take the other one. Put it on you to help. Because tonight we're celebrating the season and we wanted you guys to have a blast doing this. We wanted it to be a ton of fun. And I was thinking, what is something really fun that everyone would love to do tonight? And immediately I thought of the one thing I know everybody likes to do. And so Jeremiah and Aida, you're gonna do this right now. In fact, you probably already guessed the thing I'm talking about. And if you have, you're probably right. Right now, Aida and Jeremiah are going to take a test. Because everybody loves taking, Aida, you love taking tests, right? It's like your favorite. Jeremiah, do you like taking tests? Awesome. I love it. And, well, I suppose it depends on the type of test, right? Now, this test is a little different. This is a test that has to do with colors. Because I was thinking about colors and I started to wonder who decided that a color is what it is. You ever thought about that, Jeremiah? Let me explain. For example, who named this red? Yeah, I don't know either. Yeah, God created that color. But someone decided in one language we call it one thing, and another something else. In English it was red, Jeremiah, I don't know who decided that. So right now we're gonna change the name to blue. Aida, hold the blue one. Jeremiah, I'm going to give you this yellow handkerchief. Put that in your other hand. And you also get this one, which we will call red. And that leaves Aida with the beautiful green handkerchief. Place that in your other hand. Now this is a very easy test. It goes like this. I will say a color. Now Aida, if I say one of your colors, as fast as you can, take the color that I say and raise it way above your head like this. Jeremiah, if I say one of yours, same thing. Fast as you can, take the color that I say, hold it high above your head. Now these people out there, they can't help you, but what they can do is cheer you on when you get it right, okay? So go ahead and take one in each hand, hold it down by your side, look at all those people, smile big, and raise the yellow handkerchief up in the air. Great job, give Jeremiah a and raise that blue one up in the air, the blue handkerchief. Raise it by your side, raise that green one up in the air. Awesome job, that's fantastic. And the red one, raise the red one up in the air. Great job, Jeremiah. Now, you guys can see it's pretty simple, and I can already tell Aida and Jeremiah are going to be very good at this. So I'm going to go a little faster and do more than one color at a time, but the rules are the same. Jeremiah, if I say one of your colors, fast as you can, hold it high above your head. Aida, if I say one of yours, fast as you can, you hold it above your head. When you get it right, they'll all clap and cheer. You got it? One at each hand, down by your side, look at all those people, smile big, and raise the green and the red up in the air as fast as you can. The green and the red, the green and the red, the green and the red. Give them a round of applause. How about yellow and blue? Yellow and blue as fast as you can. The yellow and blue, the yellow and blue. Place them down. Blue and green. Blue and green as fast as you can. The blue and the green. No, blue and green. No, blue and green. Blue and green. Great job, baby. You look fantastic. Place them down. How about this one? How about yellow, red, and blue? That's three this time. The yellow, the red, and the blue. Yellow, red, and blue. Yellow. Yellow, red, and blue. That's pretty good. Place it down. How about green, yellow, and blue? Green, yellow, and blue. That's three again. The green, the yellow, and blue, not the red. Green, yellow, and blue. Green, yellow. Green, yellow, and blue. You guys are doing great. Let's try this one. Here we go. Red, yellow, blue, green. That's awesome. Give these two another round of applause. Aida and Jeremiah, you guys are doing amazing. In fact, they've done such a great job. They passed the first part of the test. Aida, that means there's a second part. Isn't that great? Okay, Jeremiah, Aida, this part's a little different. Here's what I need you guys to do. Let's go ahead and begin by placing the yellow handkerchief in the back. Let's begin by placing the yellow handkerchief in the back. Perfect. Go ahead and put the blue one in there too. And the green one. What comes left, Jeremiah? Yeah, I forgot to. Just put it in there. That's easy. Now we'll shake this up really good when I open the bag. Jeremiah, Aida, do not forget the colors. I want you to look inside as fast as you can. Say the first color that you see. Okay, don't bonk heads when you do this. Come a little closer. You ready? Tell us the first color you see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, remember the colors. Tell us the first color that you see. 1, 2, 3. Is this not? Just throw it over. Wait a minute, Jeremiah, take that. Aida, take that. Start walking that way, Aida. Watch where you're going. Jeremiah, start going that way with yours. Yeah, a little further. Yeah, a little bit more. Yeah, keep going. Yeah, go down the steps, Jeremiah. Just keep going right down those steps. Yeah, a little further. A little bit more. Keep going, Jeremiah. A little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. Yeah, a little bit more, Aida. But they definitely have to test the flying colors. Aida, come on back over here. You guys are amazing. Wow. Look at that. Jeremiah, that's one of the prettiest messes I've seen in a long time. And I tell you what, you guys were so incredible that for helping me out and doing such a fantastic job, each of you gets one of these. Okay, Jeremiah, this is a... Okay, remember, things are not always as they appear. It doesn't look like much, but this is a lightning one because as quick as lightning it appears at your fingertips. Check it out. All you have to do is open it up, tuck it into itself, and start rolling to the other side. This is actually the most difficult part of this entire trick. But check it out. Once you get it all the way rolled up, take that in your hands, Jeremiah. Look at all those people. Smile big. Toss it up in the air. Catch it. That was my fault. I was way late on that last instruction. But Jeremiah and Aida, I have a brand new one right back here in the packaging. That one's for you. This is for you. And one more big round of applause. It was about Jeremiah's age, Aida's age, somewhere in there. And my mom and dad gave me this box of tricks. I love to learn all those tricks, and then I discovered at the library this section, this books, where they would actually teach you these tricks. And so every time we had library day, I would check out a book and I would learn another trick. Now that is a great way to learn. But you guys these days have like a fast track. Did you know that? And I told you I'm from Colorado. Our weather's always a little weird. A couple days ago it was 0 degrees, and then today it was 55 degrees. So it's kind of hard to plan. So sometimes my kids will walk out into the kitchen and they'll say things like this.
I know, it's okay.
Alexa, what's the weather like today? Now there is nobody in my home named Alexa. I think that is a great name, but nobody in our house has that name. But I'm guessing these things maybe happen in your homes too, right? You want to know something, you ask Alexa or Siri or Google, and yeah. Well, with that in mind, I had this idea. So today I brought along my phone, and we are connected to the Bluetooth. And so what I'm going to do is see if, oh, there's my little guy eating a donut. That was fun. I'm going to see if maybe I can connect to the Bluetooth and Siri can teach us a trick. Okay, I'll just show you how easy this is. So we're going to see if this works. Hello, Siri.
Hello, David.
Awesome. Siri, could you teach us an amazing trick today?
Sure, I will teach you all something amazing. What
Yes.
objects do you have nearby?
What objects do we have nearby? I have a cloth napkin, a banana.
Perfect.
We also
will
have
use the cloth napkin and the bandana.
No, Siri, it's a banana, not a bandana, banana.
Correct. The bandana.
Siri,
Pick up the bandana. Now, fold the bandana in half.
Siri, banana.
You heard me. Fold it in half. Now, fold it one more time.
Okay.
Take the folded bandana and hide it in your left hand. Remember to keep your hand held naturally. This is the sneaky move of the day.
Okay.
Don't forget it.
This is the sneaky move. Hidden banana.
Now, open up the folded bandana.
Fold banana, whatever.
Show the audience it is a regular bandana by waving it up and down. To further prove it is a real bandana, wipe somebody's face with it. Fold the coins together to form a small bag.
Hold on, Siri. I'm slow. Form a small bag. Got it.
Using your free hand, fold the bandana along the creases you made earlier and drop it into the bag.
Okay, folding the banana.
From the outside of the napkin, squeeze the bandana into a small little ball. Of course, what the audience doesn't know is that you never really put the bandana into the napkin at all. You really kept it hidden in your left hand.
Siri, I never kept it hidden.
Well, you should have. Remember the super sneaky move we just practiced? I hope you did not forget.
I didn't forget, but you didn't say to do the move we practiced. You never said that.
Yes, I did. You should have been paying attention. Now, wave your hand over the bag.
Okay, wave your hand over the bag.
I don't know if waving your hand does anything, but I saw someone on TV do that once.
Thank you, Siri.
And now for the big finale. Flick open the napkin and receive your well-deserved round of applause.
tell us. What do you guys think? I don't think that always happens. Oops. Sorry, disconnect Siri. Don't keep talking to us. Perfect. But you know what? Maybe the issue is it could be my phone. So maybe I can try an experiment today. In fact, I'd like to try a little experiment. But to do this, I'd like to borrow an object, and I'm taking a bit of a chance. So don't raise your hand in case you don't have this object. It's possible somebody here does not have one, but is there any chance somebody walked in the doors today and brought with them an iPhone? Yes, you have your phone with you. Yes, and like the peach. Perfect. You have your phone. Will you unlock your phone? And do you have a little bit of battery life out? What's your name? Will you come up here and help us out? Is it Jocelyn? Is that right? Yeah, come on, this will be great. We're going to do a little bit of housekeeping. Is it Jocelyn? Is that right? Jessica, I was way off. Jessica, we're going to hand this right here. Hold on to your phone for just a second. But I need somebody trustworthy, like right here on the end. What is it? A guardian? Hold on, don't open it yet, okay? Jessica, if you would, I want you to unlock your phone and hand it to me. So trusty, Jessica. This is great. Because Jessica, now we're going to play a game called Let's Find Out a Little Bit About Jessica. Because Jessica, here's the thing. Your phone is obviously a device that has a lot of information about you. And so we're just going to kind of open it up to questions. Is there anybody here that would like to know something about... No? Okay. Let's do this. How about we look at, let's go photos. Do you have a favorite application? No? Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm just joking. What we're actually going to use is... You have 2,000 unread emails, by the way. Can I open that one up? Yeah. Just a calculator. We're just going to use Jessica's calculator. Jessica, there's one more thing I need from you, and that's your birthday. I don't need the year, but just the month and the day. 7/26, July 26th. We're going to start with the number 726. I'm going to add my birthday, which just happened a little while ago, February 16th. And then, Jessica, let's do this. Will you give me 3 more random digits?
22. Oh, random?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, just three-digit number.
3-digit number?
Sure. Or 4, whatever. Yeah, 3-digit number, like a birthday, but like a date. 911? Okay, 5. 915. 726, 216, 915. Jessica, the questions get more difficult later. I tell you what, maybe we should trade, okay? I will have other people give numbers. Do you want to do the math? Let's do this. Let's start by multiplying. Hold on to that. Don't hit clear equals till we get to the end because we want several numbers and all of them will hopefully matter. And so somebody who's not had a chance to help me yet, sit down. And what's your name, buddy? Ben? Bryce, shout out a number between 1 and 50. 1 and 50, shout out a number. 30? Okay, hit 30, then the plus sign. Plus, perfect. You can have a seat, Bryce? Fantastic. Let's go third row, like the Mickey Mouse. What is your name? Peter. Peter, could you please give us a big 3-digit number? Let's call it between 700 and 999, somewhere in there. 895. Hit 895. And add one more time. Great. A round of applause for Peter. Everybody, you have like a peach polo shirt on. What's your name? Kyle? Kyle, could you please tell all of us the last 4 digits of your social security number? No, Kyle. Kyle, I want you to think of a number that's meaningful to you. It could be a number you wore in sports. Maybe it's the first address you remember living at. But let's call it somewhere between like 2 and 5 digits. Can be an anniversary, birthday, whatever. And then when you're ready, shout out those numbers. 3, 302. Okay, get 302. And then multiply this time, Jessica. X. Great, and round of applause for Kyle. You got it. But actually, I want you to finish this off by doing what Kyle did. I want you to think of like a 2 to 5 digit number. Don't even tell us what it is, but type it into the calculator. 2 to 5 digits. And so it can be a significant number, a random number. Okay, hit equals. Okay, yep. Perfect. Don't clear this out because we need this number. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 digit number. Do I have that right? 8. Okay, take a half step that way. And Jessica, starting left to right, what are the first 2 digits? It's 22 million, correct? 22 million. The next 3 digits are? 2, 2 again. You sure? 22 million, 220, sorry, and then the next one. 225,000, and the last 3? 747. Okay, double check. 22,225,747. That's correct. You sure? Double check your phone? It's all good? Okay, you sure? In fact, just to get some confirmation, Ed, I'm gonna show this to you. You can make sure that we didn't do anything crazy. We good? We good? And you gotta remind me of your name. Agardi. You have an envelope. An envelope that you have been holding since before we even knew Jessica's birthday, July 26th. An envelope with a prediction inside. And if what's inside there matches this and matches that, that would be incredible, right? I mean, that would be amazing. Agardi, would you stand up for us, please? Yes, reach inside the envelope. Jessica, you can have your phone. And for the very first time, take out the prediction I wrote down before we started. Hold it up. 22,225,747. You can sit down. Here you go, Jessica. Okay, listen. I know that was kind of a letdown. Hold on. But here's the thing. What if we just need to look at this differently? See, it might not be a 1, what if it's a dash? We began this whole experiment with Jessica's birthday, July 26th. Every one of us have a day that we were born, a dash, a moment in time we live on this earth. Then one day our life comes to an end. Now some people say it's all random, like the random experiment we just did. None of it matters. You see, I believe differently. I believe that God has placed you here on this earth for a reason and for a purpose. In fact, it's not even an accident that you're here at First Baptist Church on this February day. February is the 2nd month of the year. In fact, today is February 22nd, 2025. And if you guys want to check your phones, what time is it?
Let me see that.
February 22nd, 2025, 7:47 p.m. That is what time it was just a moment ago. But here's what's really interesting. When, Agardia, did I say your name right? When you first pulled that number out of the envelope, nobody was excited. Nobody was amazed. They thought it all was all messed up. Until you learned what you were actually seeing, what was right in front of you, when you learned how to see it differently, you saw that maybe it wasn't messed up at all, but it was exactly the way it was supposed to be. You see, as we walk through life, I think there are a lot of people that will tell us that life doesn't really matter. That your life is random, there's no purpose, there's no reason, there's no meaning for you to be on this earth. But I believe if we could see things the way God does, we would see it's not random at all. It's exactly the way it's supposed to be. That God has placed you here on this earth for a reason and for a purpose. That He's given you the gifts and abilities that He has given you because He has designed you for this moment in time. But here's the thing, you see, as we go through life, none of us are going to be perfect. Every single one of us have said things we shouldn't have said. We've all done things we shouldn't do. Those kind of things we are told are called sin. But there was one person who walked upon this earth and faced temptation like we all do, but never gave in to temptation. One person was perfect. That's right, that one and only person is Jesus. But Jesus chose to do something for us. He chose to die on a cross for our sins. In fact, today, these 3 feathers will remind us of the day Jesus did that for us, that He died on the cross. The one in the middle, the red feather, will help us think of Jesus, the only perfect person to ever live. Now, in the Bible, it tells us that our sin is like scarlet, which is kind of a red color. But you might think, well, David, that doesn't really make sense. If Jesus was perfect, then why would a color that helps us think of sin remind us of Jesus? Here's the thing, when Jesus was there on the cross that day, it was not because He did anything wrong, but He took all of our sin upon Himself. He was there to pay a price we could not pay on our own. Jesus died on the cross, but He did not stay dead. He rose from that grave. And because of that, though our sin was like scarlet, we can be washed as white as snow. The day Jesus died on the cross, there were actually 2 people, 2 thieves, one on each side. These guys were not perfect like Jesus. They had done some pretty bad things. That's why they were on the cross. But one of those guys, as he was there, he turned to Jesus. He said, Jesus, I know you don't deserve to be here. I do. I've done some pretty terrible things. But Jesus, if there's some way, could you please remember me? And I have to tell you, if I was Jesus, and that person looked at me and said, would you please remember me? Would you somehow forgive me? I would have looked at him and said, I don't think so. I mean, you're right. I've done nothing wrong. Look at all the bad things you've done. You know, maybe if there was some way that you could get off this cross and go do good things to make up for the bad things you've done, maybe then I would forgive you. See, sometimes we have a difficult time imagining that we can truly be forgiven. Because sometimes it's hard for us to forgive others. But that day, that's not at all what Jesus said. That person turned, he said, Jesus, will you please remember me? And Jesus said, I tell you the truth, today you will be with me in paradise. Because he was willing to turn to Jesus, his sins were washed. They were no longer like scarlet. He was washed as white as snow. And some people think, well, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll live my life my way, and then right before I die, I'll turn to Jesus and ask him to forgive me. That's what some people think. But that's not what we are supposed to do. In fact, we're reminded of that by the simple fact that the day Jesus died on the cross, there was one more person, one more thief. Now, if you think about it, this person was not perfect. He had done some pretty bad things. He knew his life was about to end. He was hanging on a cross, and he was so close to Jesus. And all that guy had to do is exactly what the first person did. Just turn and say, Jesus, me too. Please forgive me. Please remember me. But even though he was so close to Jesus, even though he knew his life was about to end, the truth is, that guy that day did not turn to Jesus. When his life came to an end, he did not go to spend eternity with Jesus in heaven. See, here's the thing. None of us are perfect like Jesus. We've all done some bad things. We've all messed up. We've all sinned. But we all have a choice. We can choose to be like that first person and accept what Jesus did for us. Or choose to be like the second and ignore what he's done for us. See, that's a choice that every single one of us have to make. And I know some of you, through this upward season, you've heard the story of Jesus, the message of Jesus. Maybe you made a decision to accept him. But for some of you, maybe you're here tonight, and that's the first time you heard that, or the first time it made sense. And you realize you need to make a decision for Jesus. Can I ask you guys to close your eyes and bow your head with me? And if you're here tonight, no matter the reason that you came in these doors, whether you're a player, a parent, a guest, or just wanted to check this all out, no matter how old or how young you are, if there's just something inside you that says, I need Jesus, then I would just invite you to say a simple prayer with me. There's nothing magical about these words. It's just talking to Jesus, We call that prayer. You could say these words out loud, you could say them silently, but I would just invite you to say them with me as your prayer and say, Dear Jesus, I know I'm not perfect. I've done things wrong and I've sinned. Thank you for loving me, for dying on the cross for me, and for rising from the grave. Today I accept you. Come into my life. Forgive me of the wrong things I've done. And teach me to live for you. In Jesus' name, amen. You guys, if you prayed that prayer, yeah, can we give those people a round of applause? I want to tell you, if that is a decision that you made today, we want to celebrate that decision with you. When you came in the door, you should have one of these pieces of paper. We're actually going to ask that every single one of you fill this out if you'd be willing to. We are going to use them for a raffle. But there is a specific place on the side that says, if you'll check one of these boxes, that'd be extremely helpful for us as well. One of them says, I know for sure I have a relationship with Jesus. If you're here and you already know that you have accepted Jesus and you know what that means, then you can check that box. There's a different one that says, I'm not sure I have a relationship. Maybe you heard this message, you heard things throughout this upward season